Hey y'all, okay, so story time. Check it. Let me tell y'all how I met this guy, right? And come to find out he was married. Let me tell y'all, right? So let's call him Bernard. All right. So I met Bernard on a rather popular dating site. It's trash. I will never, ever, ever get on another dating site ever in my life, ever again. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. So I met Bernard, right, on the dating site, and we just like hit it off. You know what I'm saying? He was a little toxic. Looking back on it, obviously there were red flags, but we thinking we in a circus sometimes. Yay, it's fun, but no. So we went out on a date, but it was just something like we went out on a date and my kids weren't home, and but for whatever reason, I was like rushing to get back home. Like I did like him. It was like that high school very kind of like fuzzy, on the phone all the time. We would literally fall asleep on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Whole time though, this dude was separated from his wife, living with his mom. I had literally no clue this dude was married. At best, I could understand him maybe having a couple girlfriends or dealing with other women maybe, but to find out that this dude was like legit married, and when I say legit married, I mean like white tux, reception, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the whole shebang. The whole shebang. Yeah, come to find out, and guess how I found out? I found out at this dude's funeral, okay? At his funeral. So he and I end up dwindling off. He ended up giving that F boy energy. You know what I'm saying? And it was just, we started just kind of fading out or whatever after probably like, excuse me, after maybe like 6 months. He was honestly the first guy that I like fell in love with after my husband, because I was married for 14 years. You know what I mean? So after my husband passed away, it was like, that first one that you fall for, you kind of fall hard for, because you haven't, it's almost like your first love all over again. You know what I mean? After being with one person for all that time. And I was with my husband for 16 years, really, but we were married for 14. So, anyway, felt hard for this guy, and he ended up passing away. One night, I hadn't talked to him in over a year. And I hadn't talked to him in over a year, probably at this point. But something, I could not rest one night. I just couldn't rest. And I was like trying to reach him, trying to find him. I found his mom's number, and I think it must have been, I don't know, between 2 and 4 in the morning, something like that. It was like really, really late at night. She happened to answer the phone. Most people wouldn't answer the phone that time of night, She answered the phone and told me that he had passed away, right? So I went online, found out where the funeral was and everything. My daughter and I went to the funeral. We went to the funeral, walked in. I was the first person there to be able to like say my goodbyes, because Bernard was, in the casket. I got there early enough to be able to say whatever I need to say, have my moment, right? And so, at this point, I still did not know he was married, okay? I found out he was married from his obituary. I ended up walking out of the funeral. I did not stay for the entire funeral, but yes, his wife was there, obviously his kids, and I knew his kids. You know what I mean? Like, he introduced me to his kids and all that.